Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. I'm Sarah. I own Not Another Hat, from where I'm coming to live. My glorious yarn store located in the heart of Hood River, Oregon, Columbia River Gorge, or online for everyone who's not a local. Welcome. So today I was going to actually make an effort to get my screen reversed so that when you read like yarn labels and things, it presents to you not mirrored. And as soon as I open up the live interface, I get a message that says, screen effects are no longer allowed on your account. Like, thank you, Meta. That's okay though. I forget to turn that setting on all the time. So I guess that's what I get for never using it in the past. But good morning. Hello. Actually, it's just now 12. So good afternoon. Welcome. How are you all? I'm great. I spent all day yesterday knitting. I really indulged. I didn't do an ounce of work or anything except knit. And I did cast on a fun new project, so I'm going to share that with you because I want to share happy, joyful, soft, cuddly, fun, tactile, pleasing things from here to eternity. So here we go. This is what I cast on yesterday, and it is so subtle, I know. It's actually two colors. And some of you might recognize this as Andrea Mowry's Day and Night Cowl, which is a very, like if you look at hers and a lot of the samples, it's very contrast, like black and white. And I wasn't sure after I was like this far in, I was like, oh, I went way too subtle. But it's growing on me now, and I can see it now that it's, in a bigger chunk more. But here are my two colors, and if you go and you look at it, you'll see. I brought a few over. I just tried to pull it out, and I destroyed the ball. Okay, it's going to stay in. This is what I'm using. This is Lamana Roma. This fluff ball is 80% cashmere, 20% silk, and it takes one ball of each to make the third size, the adult small. No, I'm getting this confused with another pattern. Anyway, it's going to take me one ball of each. On a size 6 needle, it's like a DK fluff ball. I mean, literally, it weighs nothing. This yarn is so delectable. It's got 175 yards, and it's only 20 grams. So I have this in the pale pink, which is why it's so subtle here. It's like a little slip stitch pattern, and you change colors every 4 rows. I brought over, if you like the look, which I do like, I don't know why I went so subtle, but anyway, you could definitely do it in the contrast like what she has in her sample. We have like black and white and navy. I think the navy and baby pink would be beautiful. There's a darker mauve and baby pink. There's a lot of beautiful options. There's a silver. This yarn is delectable, and it's such a good way to use such a luxury yarn. When you only need one skein of each, you don't have to spend a ton of money, and you're going to wear it right around your neck, which is where you want to wear cashmere silk, right? So this is basically, this is not a top. It's not a pasty. This is the beginnings of a bandana cowl that you wear around your head. So I'm super excited about that. It was a very lovely thing to be working on yesterday. Just, soft and soothing. Yes. So that I wanted to share right off the bat. Some other fun things that happened in the last 7 days is Jill just finished the most adorable sample for the shop. This is the Wren, W-R-E-N, cardigan by Asa Buchta from Berroco. It calls for 1 pocket, but Jill thought it looked more balanced with 2, and I agree. It's super cute. And this is knit with the brand new colors of Vintage Baby Handpaints. So let me show you those. Beautiful dip-dyed Vintage Baby Handpaints. If you saw the hand paints in their first iteration, they were kind of like white based with speckles, different pastel speckles. And it was a very like kind of, it was not a white palette. They were all white based with speckles. So this is a much more fun and inviting hand dyed palette that they've released. And I hope they continue down this road because I love it. So Jill paired the hand paint with one of the Vintage Baby solids for our sample, and it turned out so cute. It's so adorable. She even had these are vintage buttons that she had in her own collection to put on. Perfect. So I brought over some more combos because of course I did. So for the blue color, it would look so cute and classic with navy, right? I mean, you could obviously go more purple, but I love that with the navy. This beautiful orange color, love it with this kind of mauve-y purple. Beautiful. And then there's this purpley pink. How cute would that be with that hot pink trim? So all around great yarn. For 50 grams, you get, I should have said this up front, 145 yards. So this is considered like a DK weight, and it pairs perfectly with Vintage Baby. And it's half wool, half acrylic, totally easy care. You can machine wash and dry. It's like exactly what you want when you're knitting for babies, or for, I should say, for moms that you don't know, you know, how much attention they're going to be able to give the laundry, which is totally, totally A-okay. So that was Wren, W-R-E-N. I think Julia shared the link to a post about it, and Jill knit the sample for us. So, yay! Real quick, this was my first, I think my first finish for the year, and it's one of my older whips. So I started this in beginning of 22. This is the Gridlines sweater, and oh my lord, I love it so much. I love how it came out. You should have seen it before it was blocked. It was one of those where you hold it up or someone sees you and they're like, are you making a baby sweater? Because I mean, yes, I did knit the cropped version, but it just did not look very me-sized before I blocked it. But it was so fun to knit because you go, oh, the construction's crazy. You go center front, over, cast on, center back, across the back, oh, pick up. I can't even remember. Oh, yeah. 3 in a bind offs under the arm. I mean, it's really cool, and it's extremely customizable. There are 3 ways you choose which one you're knitting. You choose your size. I knit size 3. You choose your length. So I knit a fairly cropped length, but there's other lengths available. And then you choose your neckline. I chose the wider neckline. So for me, I think it was 3 MB. That's what according to the pattern, that would make sense if you were looking at the pattern. But it takes fingering weight yarn. I think it was knit on a 4 or 5. And it's just super clever. Look at the shoulder detail. Isn't that amazing? I love how that comes together. This is such a clever pattern. It's by Susanne Sommer. It's called Gridlines. And I used 3 skeins of fingering for my size. I had pulled 4. This is a yarn we don't carry, but you could use any fingering weight yarn. I'd pulled 4 skeins. I had a whole skein left over. So anyway, very happy with how this turned out. I highly recommend this pattern to anybody. Her patterns are so well written. So well written. On that note, actually, I was going to start telling you about some new yarns we have, and the first one's fingering. It would be great for this sweater. So this is Magnolia from Universal, and this is a modal cashmere blend. All you hot weather livers, knitters, bodyers, by that I mean those of us with our own ecosystems. 95% modal, 5% cashmere. Very drapey, which I think would be so great for this because it's knit sideways. You would get the drape in here. I think it would hang so well. And it would feel like a dream because this is the smoothest, softest. Modal is already very soft and slinky, and then you've just put a touch of cashmere in here and over the top. So we have a ton of colors of Magnolia, but I just grabbed a warm palette and a cool palette like really quickly. This is just a small representation. So check that out. So this is kind of between a fingering and a sport, but it would be perfect for this. You get, 361 yards per 100 grams. It is more like a fingering just because modal weighs more. So you might be thinking that doesn't sound like the yardage you normally get for fingering, but that's because this is a synthetic and cashmere blend. So it weighs more per skein, but that's what creates that beautiful drape. So definitely check out Magnolia. Especially for summer knits or just all season knits. That's one of our cool new yarns. Number two. This is called Summer Nuance by Gridlines. And for all of you people who cannot do wool, this is a fingering weight, color changing yarn. Yeah, these are hard to come by. You just don't see very many of these made in the commercial knitting world. So I saw this and I was like, okay, we need Sally Modal is just one of the man-made synthetics, similar to like Tencel, etc. I can't remember what its base is, but that's what Modal is. It's similar to what like bamboo made from, or nylon made from bamboo is. Sorry, I just backed up because I saw a question on the chat. Sorry. Back to Summer Nuance. We have here, it's 100% cotton. It feels lovely. It's a nice fine fingering weight and 394 yards per 100 grams. And you can just see right in the ball how the colors change. And there's other colors. I only grabbed two. So check this out because again, really great. It is machine washable. It's such a good option for people who can't do wool and all the fun colors and all of that, like hand dyed and gradient dye, all of it. It's always wool. And so I feel bad for people who just can't do that because there is people who can't. And so this would be a great option with this kind of color action going on. And there's other colors. Again, I didn't bring them all over. Okay, that brings us to number 3. Our third new yarn is called Gridlines Estate. And this is another great summer blend. Can you see all the texture and color? And there's even a little sparkle happening in there. Here's the red. Come on, focus. So it's not wanting to focus very well. But basically, this is a cotton linen poly with 1% nylon. So another great summer option. And it's DK weight. For 50 grams, you get 131 yards. And yeah, perfect right on the DK spectrum there. It's like 5 1/4 stitches to the inch. So all of those like spring, summer, or fall tops, this is perfect. And the color and the depth and the texture make this a really fun yarn. You don't have to do much. You don't have to pick a complicated pattern. Just let the yarn shine. So that's a roundup of our 3 new yarns in the shop. Nope, I just closed my notes. Come back. Here we are. So this is another new yarn in the shop, so to speak, but this is a Good Vibes yarn. So we have a few of these limited edition mini skein sets that we were part of the swag for the Good Vibes retreat this fall when we went down to Georgia to visit Fuzzy Goat. This was part of the swag and we had a special project for our participants because these colors all came from our awesome retreat logo. And they were hand dyed just for us by Knitwise. So this is their floofy fingering. So it's a set of 6 mini skeins. And the total yardage is 522 yards, 87 yards per mini. So a really great fun combo. We have some of these available on the website now. We just had a few leftovers. We always have to order extra because you just never know, right? Something could happen, whatever. So check that out. Beach trees. I'm such a easily distracted person. Okay, Heidi has reported in Modal is just like Tencel, but it's made specifically from beech trees. So Modal, I'm guessing, is the trade name for a synthetic cellulose fiber made from beech trees. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you very much. The only other news that I have is that our knit along is going to be starting any second now. I actually did cast mine on. I know, I cheated. And I got through the ribbing. I'm holding, I should just go grab them. I said I would, do you remember last chat, if you were watching, I was talking about my very strange combination. It was out of reach. And I forgot to bring it today, but I'm going to go grab the skein. So bear with me for just a second. I'm back. Okay, this is my weird combo. I'm holding Scout in Autumn Heather with Trinity Cashmere, which is a brushed cashmere lace in Aurora, kind of a blue-green. And they give this very intriguing, addicting marl effect. So I really like it. I keep saying it's so weird because to me it is very weird. It's very out of my wheelhouse, my typical wheelhouse, but I love it. I love, like, sometimes there's a little more blue in patches. It looks almost camo, if camo was blue-green, like this blue-green. It's really fun. So anyways, there is still time to join our knit along. And if you sign up to join the knit along, you'll get a coupon for a discount on your yarn. So definitely check it out. We're knitting Carbeth, either the pullover or the cardigan. I'm knitting the pullover. It's a fast knit. It's 3.5 stitches to the inch. So it's one of those ways to just like bang out a win right at the beginning of the year. Give yourself some good feels, right? Because we all need the good feels. So that knit along will be hosted by Ingrid. We have a whole Zoom schedule and information that Julia shared the link to. And it's definitely not too late to jump on board. Absolutely not. That is everything I have to report. I feel like, for those of you waiting to hear about our Ravelry Challenge wrap-up, etc., that is coming. I've just been slow. If you didn't catch it, I said I didn't do any work yesterday. So yes, we will be following up with everyone who submitted their goals last year, etc. That we have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. What else? Oh, something really fun is going to be happening the first week of February. Well, technically it might be the second week, but early February, something really good's going to happen. Something a lot of you really like. So I'm not going to tell you more than that. I'm being deliberately vague, but just keep you paying attention. Okay, friends, that's enough of me rambling for today. I covered all the hot topics. I'm going to go fill some orders now, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Please treat yourself well. Give yourself lots of knitting and crocheting and fiber time, even if you're just like inhaling the fumes, smishing skeins like this. I recommend doing that several times a day. All right. Love to all of you. And I will see you same time, same place next Tuesday right here. Ciao.